We are going to start with the quads here. So to start with your quads, we're going to start with the foam roller horizontal, and we're going to lay the top of our legs on those quads. Now, depending on your flexibility and your muscle tension and tightness, having two legs separate like this on the foam roller one time might not be enough tension, so you can always feel free to cross one leg over and go through the next series of foam rolling techniques. I'm going to keep my legs separate here. If you do have one leg on top of the other, make sure you repeat with the opposite leg. So starting out here, we are holding at the very top of our thighs here. So we're not on the hip crease, but we're just below. So we are on our legs. We're going to hold for 3 to 5 breaths in our nose, out our mouth, and then we're going to begin our flushing technique. In this position, that's bending our knees and straightening our legs. Adding in this movement really helps bring some more hydration to these tissues to help recover them and make them more elastic. Once you go through that flushing technique, you're then going to slightly roll down to a new spot. So now I'm about mid quad here, holding, breathing for 3 to 5 breaths, and then I'm going to flush. And you can do about 3 to 5 flushes, depending on how the muscles feel to you. And then we're gonna go ahead one more time. I'm gonna walk you here. I'm at the very, very bottom of my thigh, right before my knees. This is where you're gonna stop. You don't wanna go any lower. And again, once you hold and breathe, then we flush. Remember, you can always hold a little more pressure, or you can stay on any spot that feels like it needs extra attention. All right, so when doing our quads, it's not just this front part. We do want to hit more of the lateral and medial part of our legs as well. So to hit the more medial part, we're going to turn our feet out away from each other. And now we just continue on. So we're holding 3 to 5 breaths, and then we flush. Now with our feet out, we're kind of bending our knees. We're at an angle. And once you do that, you're going to go ahead and roll yourself up a tiny bit. Again, hold, breathe, and flush. Make sure we're moving slow and controlled so you can feel those spots of tension and tightness, and you can give the love and repair that it needs. And then I just finally moved up one more time. Now I'm at the top, outer part of my quads here, and whew, do I feel that. Adding in that flushing technique. So anytime we're really using our legs specifically, we want to think of having our feet neutral, then repeating with our feet with our toes apart, and then we want to think of doing the same thing with our heels apart. So now we're going to move into heels apart. So that means my toes are going to be pointing in toward each other. So I'm a little bit more laterally hitting my quads here. And then we're going to add in the flushing, and you can maybe see by how much slower I'm moving, this is a point of tension for me. But since we're all different and our bodies are different, we're all going to feel it a little bit differently. So I've moved down, holding, and then I'm going to flush. Remember, we can do 3 to 5 flushes or more. And then last little bit right to the very bottom of the thighs, or holding and flushing. Excellent. And that is foam rolling your quads.